Welcome to the Year 1 Phonics screening presentation. It's just a short presentation to go over what we do in our phonics lessons and how we go about the phonics screening check. So what is phonics? Children are taught to read by breaking down the words into their separate sounds. We call these separate sounds their phonemes. They're then taught how to blend these sounds together to read the whole word. Children have approximately 20 minutes of phonics sessions a day, and they're encouraged to use these strategies to read and write in all of their lessons in school. There are around 40 different sounds. So you can see here all of those sounds. So obviously there's the 26 letters of the alphabet that each make an individual sound, but then there are letters that join together, either 2 letters, which is a digraph, or 3 letters, which is a trigraph, that all make a single sound. You can also see at the bottom of this sheet that there are some words that they can't sound out, so these we call the tricky words. Why are children being screened? So every year the Year 1 children have to take their phonics check. This year it is the 6th of June, the week beginning the 6th of June. And the aim of the check really is to ensure that all children are able to read by the end of Year 2, ready to go into Key Stage 2. So it's just a midpoint check, and it will ensure that we have a clear understanding of what the children need to learn in Year 2, ready for then going into Year 3 in Key Stage 2. In the check, your child will be working one-to-one with myself. It's very similar to the tasks that they'll be doing in their phonics lessons, so they don't even see it as a test as such. We explain that it's a little fun booklet for them to go through with us. So the children will be asked to sound out the words that they see and blend the sounds together. So for example, if they see the word dog, they would have to sound it out first, d-o-g, and then say the word. So the focus of the check is to see which sounds the children know, and therefore the children will be asked to read made up nonsense words as well. So these words we call alien words. So they have an alien next to them on the picture, and that's just so that they know it doesn't have to make sense. So here's an example of 2 of the pages from a phonics check. So you can see on the left there are some words that are real words, so there are no aliens next to them. On the right hand side you can see that there are words that aren't real words and there are aliens next to those, so the child knows that they're not meant to make sense. The screening check will take place the week beginning of the 6th of June, and it's really important that your child is in school that week. We do have the following week to catch up on any that were poorly, but as much as possible just try and keep your child in school for that week. So the children will complete the check with me one-to-one in a quiet area of the school. I'll conduct all of the screening checks, as it is meant to be the adult that works with them on a day-to-day basis that does those. And the screening should only take about 5 to 10 minutes with each child. In the checks there are 40 words, so the pages that I showed you earlier with the real words and the nonsense words, there are 40 words for the children to read. So how you can help with this at home: encourage your child to sound out when they're reading or writing, and focus particularly on spotting more unusual sound patterns. So for example, the digraphs are 2 letters that make one sound, like in the word cow, the ow is the digraph. Then there's trigraphs, which are 3 letters that make one sound. So like in the word night, the I is the trigraph. Split digraphs are the 2 vowels with a consonant in between. What we used to know them as the magic E. Now they're split digraphs, and the children know them as that as well. There's also lots and lots of activities and apps that you can find online or on the app stores. If you type in the word phonics activities, there's just reams and reams of things that you can find online. Here's an example of one that we play in school that they quite enjoy, and that's on a website called Phonics Play. remember that phonics isn't the only thing that they need to become a fluent reader. The comprehension is really important. So encourage them to sound out words, encourage them to reread to check that a sentence makes sense, encourage them to use the pictures for clues, to help them to predict things that might happen next, or to discuss how a character might feel, and ask them questions about what they've just read to just really check on that comprehension. But most importantly, just enjoy reading together.